Your boss, with rare exception, wants you to succeed. Remember that. They want you to succeed because it's a pain in the ass to go out there and look for someone to replace you and to go through all the interviewing and the vetting and then the training up. They've made an investment in you. They want you to succeed. But at the same time, when you go into that one-to-one, don't bitch and complain about the shit that's going on in your life outside of work.
Mm-hmm.
This is a business, okay? They are paying you to produce work because the company or organization has a mission and they have impact that they are trying to create, whether it's sales, whether it's like the nonprofits that I've worked for, where it's helping certain populations, whatever it is. And you need to act like a professional. That doesn't mean to say your feelings aren't going to get hurt and it isn't going to be unpleasant to hear that you're not performing where you need to be performing. But they are actually on your side. Ask for their advice. Ask for their help. Say, I'm really struggling with this. I don't understand how to do it. Is there someone else on the team, maybe, that you think is doing a really good job at this, who I could learn from?
The key there is who I can learn from, not who I can learn
from.
Yeah,
correct.
This is a struggle for me. Can someone else do this? Like versus can I go talk to the person who does this well and learn from them? And that's so huge because I do think that I like how you're setting this up because like they want you to win, they're on your side, but they're also paying you, so they need results, right? Like they can't let the entire mission of the company go by the wayside because you're having a bad day, right? But they can account for your bad days in the overall impact if it's like manageable. So you have to help them manage. And that's the difference between showing up with a problem and showing up with a potential solution to your problem, right? And so
yeah, that's huge, actually, Martin.
Dig in.
That is huge because I'm so glad you raised that. A lot of us are great at complaining and pointing out what isn't working. Not as many of us excel at finding the fix, the solution. So do not constantly go to your manager. I would like to say ever, but see if you, maybe in the beginning it's tough in your first job, but try to go to your manager and flag the problem and flag a suggested solution. You will earn so many brownie points for having come with the solution, and even more if you say, and I'd be happy to do it.
Yeah, a client of mine just asked, like, they said during the interview and this is also another thing we have a much larger focus on mental health in the world right now, which I think is wonderful. It's also like creating an environment where people are much more comfortable talking about it too, right? And so, growing up, I have horrible anxiety, and my family was like, never ever mention that. Never mention your anxiety to anyone in the world ever, right? And, fair enough in the world that they grew up in, right? But we grew up in a world where we're encouraging people to go to therapy on podcasts, right? So at a certain point, people are going to say, okay, well, how do I tell my boss about my mental health issues, right? And the question then becomes time and place and context and all of these professional communication skills, right? I had someone who said, I have ADHD. How do I tell them that in the interview? And I go, you don't. You don't.
Exactly.
Like maybe 10 years from now, if it's like, but again, it's about relevancy. Like I don't tell anyone that I have insomnia during my interview because it's not relevant. Like the
I'm
question.
sorry for laughing, but
It's
no,
true though.
I
It's
mean,
true.
no, first of all, I have tremendous empathy. I would like to express empathy for you. I was laughing at the thought of
Yeah.
someone
Bringing it
that
up.
up
It'd be
in their interview.
crazy. It'd be crazy. It'd be like, okay, are you going to make it to the meeting on time? Oh, always. I always make it to the meeting on time, even if 40 minutes of sleep. Great. We don't care then.